title, right?
Walter?
On Almost.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think they're gonna just jump. But once again, I personally think they've been taking their time with him, trying to figure out what can we do, right? Because this AJ Styles thing breaks up with AJ Styles. He's not fighting any big opponents besides Bobby Lashley. Like, who else?
Who else?
Right.
Yep.
And now you put him in a feud with Bobby Lashley. You add MVP as his mouthpiece, and we know how good this dude is on the mic.
Yep.
It's gonna make Almost feel like it's gonna give him that real star attraction.
True.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you can. I have a feeling he'll probably end up taking probably I don't know. It's probably be the IC.
It's well, yeah. I almost. Yeah, I'll just say
I say the United States, but
yeah, but I just want my thing with like I said with the United States, I just want to give Finn a chance, and I feel like it's so much. Because I think Finn by himself can put the fucking United States title back where it needs to be if you put him in the right spot with the right person. But that IC, who the fuck even has it right now? Like, I'm asking an honest question. I don't even know who the Intercontinental Champion is right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I almost kind of, and speaking of that guy, I kind of almost got into it with somebody with Ricochet. And it's like, well, Ricochet's like one of the best wrestlers on it. I'm like, okay, I see your point, but if he... I don't. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying I don't like him.
I think if you take away all the flips and shit, like what he can't talk.
That's what it is.
I think he's a great flyer.
Yeah, but wrestler. That's what I was trying to explain to you. Like,
I think who they matching him up with, man. Like, if you kept him with like a Rey Mysterio and build a storyline out of that, like of them competing. Man, you may get a better reaction for Ricochet than what you got.
But this is why I got mad when they took away the what was it, the 505? What was it, the 205?
205, yeah.
They took away 205. That's basically your cruiserweight title.
Yeah.
Right.
It was stupid.
And they should have kept the cruiserweight title around for people like that. I mean,
you got a whole bunch of people you could have surrounded because they were doing really good with it at first.
I thought it was fucking great.
I love when they had it.
They fucked that up. That's what they do. They fucked that up, man. When they had what's his name, Swan. I thought was that his name? Fucking
that nigga can't stand him. He can't stand Eric Swan. He called him Bojangles. That's what he just called him Bojangles.
Come out there doing all that bullshit dancing. Man.
Hey, man, but that's the new thing. The new thing is the same thing.
Nah, bro. Like, man, this motherfucker.
That's every black fucking character that you see in WWE.
Yeah.
I ain't seen niggas sucking jive. Jesus.
Like, damn, I was like, sit your nappy head.
Hey, his music's come on. I used to be like,
but he rocking it. Where's he at now? Impact?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No
killing
teeth in his
it
mouth.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think that's probably what it was.
Hey,
though.
go look at that nigga, man, and tell me he don't remind me of my. He don't remind you of my daddy, nigga.
What's that?
Rich Swan.
Rich Swan?
Yeah, Rich Swan.
If my daddy was a wrestler, nigga, tell me this nigga would not look like this.
I think the theme song though was jamming though, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie.
Cold, bro.
Yeah, that shit be jamming. Nigga, I just get nigga. I probably still got that shit in my playlist, nigga. I'll be like,
tell me it's not, my nigga.
Wow. That's wow.
My daddy 5'5", what? 5'5", nigga. Super little nigga.
Look like
And
that.
he's
Look like
got-
Rich Swan.
He's got that, man, when he's gonna pick me up from school when I was a little nigga, he had these little braids in his fucking head. Now he's be like, nigga. And they be like, that's your daddy, nigga. I be like, yeah, man, that's my daddy. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga did not give a fuck what he looked like when he came to that motherfucker. And I love my dad, man. That motherfucker is something else, man.
See, ours was by his verse, nigga. That nigga. I don't know one of your teachers or something. Nigga, kids right there.
They called the nigga Lester's lawyer for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Nigga came out with the padded fro with the curls at times, nigga. Like, the nigga was fly as shit. But when that nigga came to pick us up, he did not give a fuck, nigga. He'd be like, nigga, put these little braids in my head, nigga. And I was like, nigga, that shit don't even look good. Like, who did this shit? I did it myself. Like, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know nothing
Your
about
dad.
You don't know nothing about nothing.
I fucking think my dad is the shit, nigga.
Oh, man. Our
Nigga
pops,
say, your daddy
man.
luscious? Nigga, who?
Ours is just with Chucky and Sonny. That's Sonny down there to be Chucky. Us, me and Screw, Chucky. Your daddy Chucky. They be like, oh shit. Or don't let no woman fucking say, your daddy Chucky Alvin. Oh Lord.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What number was you, motherfucker? No,
I love that shit, man. Like I said, his music used to play. I used to be like, dude, this dude is something. They have something with this guy, and then they turned around and fucking demolished the 205 shit.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, all right, man.
They had something rolling, man, with that.
Well, couldn't nobody stay out of trouble apparently in 205, so I guess that was one of the big
They
things.
had that.
That one where the dude that used to wear the J's all the time.
Enzo.
Enzo Moore, yeah. I think he's back wrestling too.
Bro, he cut a cold ass promo, dog, in the ring the other night.
Man,
Oh,
Really?
shit, bro.
What you talking about, WWE or something?
Nah, this was when
I seen it got bigger.
It was It was at whatever he's wrestling at.
I don't know what the fuck that is that he's wrestling.
I don't know where he was at, but that some bitch dog got on that mic. Damn, dog. I was like, he had a place, dog. Like,
Dude.
get his fucking-
Well, Enzo's problem in WWE was Enzo. Like nobody wanted to fuck with him, man. And they just, I guess he was just like
Had too many
big ass.
issues.
Yeah, so I think his problem in WWE was him. Like nobody didn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, he was out of control.
Yeah, then you add on,
Drinking and fucking.
yeah,
you know,
and then,
like,
because both of them were a
sexual-
fucking headache. Him and Big Cass, because he was beating on Carmelo.
yeah. And then this nigga Enzo decided to go into this whole sexual thing. I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
Woo!
He was
But-
catching cases and shit. And
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah, I
dude,
remember
like,
that.
Yeah, that I think that's
fucking
what
yourself.
yeah.
Like, and we know the star power he would have brought still to WWE
Man,
to this
yeah.
day. Dude, he screwed himself, man.
Yeah, because he didn't even. I mean, I think people used to talk about his wrestling. It's like, man, this dude's so cold on the mic, bruh.
It don't even matter, dog.
And you get
His
them
wrestling
rare
wasn't
talent.
bad. To me,
No, to me it wasn't either. I think he used to sell like.
Oh,
he used to
Now,
sell it.
since he got bigger, like that's something, dog. He looked the part, he acted the part, but his mouth.
but you know those things that we talk about when WWE fucked up. That's
Vince,
that's
I would see Vince and them at some point. If he, I think at one point they did want him back.
Yeah, they forgiven. They're forgiving.
Yeah, there's one fucking company had to fire your ass, and then you have a chance to go back.
I wouldn't take none of those, but that's cool.
Huh? What's that?
I wouldn't take none of my. That's
Oh shit.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Well,
The next match is John Knoxville and Sami Zayn.
that shit. It was what that's that match. I said it was just pure
Entertainment.
comedy, yeah, and entertainment, man. That shit. I guess you gotta
I'm just getting tired
put your
of
hats off to Sammy, cause Sammy just.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the motherfucking little midget come out.
Now Sami Zayn and
I'm just getting tired of people shitting on Sammy, man.
I done hopped off the train, bro. I was with Sammy in like NXT, bro, and then when he first got to, I was like, man, Sami Zayn's but man, he done grew the hair out, man. I done hopped off the train, bro.
When he actually comes in and he starts wrestling and he does shit that he's supposed to be doing, like besides being a fucking gimmick, the dude is cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I just know, yeah. And they just keep doing him the way they're gonna do him. And don't get me wrong, I think he re-signed his contract, so obviously, he's fine with it. But I am really hoping that they do something better with him. When I'm telling you, man, when he took that IC title the other day,
Yeah.
nigga, you don't know how happy I was about that shit. Cause I was like, okay, this is dope, man. They gonna finally get this man a run, and boom, just like that.
They
gone.
took it.
And I was like, what the fuck, man?
I think my downfall, I ain't even gonna lie, man. That man right there, he took some of Sami Zayn's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he powerbombed him on that, I was like, damn.
what?
At NXT when he
that right
debuted.
there, that's when
He fucked,
like,
yeah.
chain command changed for me. I was like, oh shit.
They like,
You
damn,
got
nigga.
it, dog. You know what
They
I'm saying?
Dude colder than
but
you?
once again, that's when I seen him as a star power, as Kevin Owens can hold a WWE title, Universal title. But I still seen Sami Zayn as Intercontinental Champion or United States Champion.
Yeah.
And I think they just continue to screw him over with that, dude. Like it's something about, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure he just allows it. But he's a guy that I think should hold a mid-card title, man.
For a while.
And
I
people
mean,
are
like a
gonna love
run with it.
Because when he's a heel, you fucking hate him. Like you just like, nigga, this motherfucker.
I think people even hate him as a face because
Yeah.
he plays too good of
He's
a.
never gonna be a face.
Yeah.
that's just.
But I mean, when he was down there at NXT, like, what does he still? No, he still has the same thing because people love that theme, man.
Yeah, yeah.
They love that thing.
I say he screwed his own self. He shouldn't have sold that damn power bomb that well. Like, that's his fault right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I know that's your best friend, but you selling it the way he did, whenever he got the
Yeah.
almost like he was paralyzed. I
They
said,
took-
oh, bro.
yeah.
I said, damn, dog.
But then even
It's the best friend in the world.
Yeah.
but even too, how Kevin did him when he did it, because you know he like grabbed him by
Yeah.
the face,
And then
like
Kevin had that like
It was-
that stare of like
It was an
I don't get
embarrassing
you.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah, it was yeah.
this is like Chris Rock getting slapped.
exactly. Yeah,
Times two.
Just
'Cause, like,
embarrassing.
man.
Times two.
Like it just seems so fucking embarrassing at
Yep.
the time. Like I was like,
So
dude,
for me, that's when it started. I kind of was like, damn, I was kind of hopping on this Sami Zayn train. Then I'm like, you get like nigga, you. But that's the thing I love. But that is a rivalry, and two dudes I can watch.
yeah.
Him and Kevin Owens, they put on some badass matches, boy.
I still don't think that's the last time we're gonna see that.
Oh, them two. Oh,
I
no.
still don't think so.
The one I like, I think, was Sammy won the match, right? But I don't know what was on the line. That's all I can remember because it was like the emotion. But KO was in the corner. I think he already, whatever that kick is. But then he kind of like held him and then went back
Yeah.
and did it again and then pinned him. Yeah, and I was like, damn, fool. Cause it's like, that's the stuff like with the wrestling that kind of like those moments, like those be the moments I be like, damn, like, you know, almost like when Shawn beat Ric Flair. He had the I just like that kind of shit, man.
Yeah,
like, it,
yeah.
you know, and it's like, you know, it's just, but it's like them be those moments that be pulling you in like, man, this nigga really crying. Like, damn, Shawn, you gonna end Ric Flair's career like
was,
that?
the saddest moment.
Yeah, that shit be like, you know, like that. Then, oh, of course, when Roman beat the Undertaker, I think we was all at Lonnie House, like,
Yeah, you remember I went outside.
Yeah, yeah, I was-
He's like,
man, you like, damn.
I said, man, what the fuck is this? Why you watching this shit, man? I'm mad.
Yeah.
I was like,
But you know what? That matter of fact, even because we know how night 2 started off, before we go up to the next match, how night 2 started off. Y'all know I was fucked up. Because when I seen him come out,
That's right.
I was like, oh, he gonna come out and probably, you know, talk some shit. And I didn't notice it to the end. When they showed his boots and he had that microphone,
And, well, the thing is, they didn't really show us any of that. They just kind of cut to him leaving, and then boom, they
yeah,
came
they
back
went
to the
right to
ring.
the.
And personally, I'm one of those guys that I would love to see him sit it down because that's that symbol right there. That's
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I gotta hang it up. I love y'all, but this is where it ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and when he didn't do it, in my mind, I'm like, is he really fucking around, or will he be back? He's gonna get himself super healthy and be like, you know what?
You know, for me,
You know what I
I didn't even post about it a couple. Like I always tell people, DMX, Kobe, Triple H, them like I don't trip on celebrities like that. Them three, like I don't know. It just I wasn't even like that behind Tupac or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like Ed's died, I was fucking sad. Kobe,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick Kobe died. I was mad as fuck.
right. So when they said, you know, Triple H announced his retirement, I didn't say shit. I didn't, you know, usually that's what I do, post videos.
Yeah.
I say nothing. I was like, that's some bullshit. That shit didn't hit me until I seen them fucking boots in that ring. And I said, and then I finally made a post like, you know, it's still right now, I'm still like,
Yeah.
he'll come back next year. I don't, but I know how the nigga is. Like when he done with something or he has his mind on it. So it's like I always say, like when he transferred to that main event and he with Jim Ross, I'm the fucking you knew. Oh yeah. So I know it's over. Like, but it just was crazy to see as many people post. I said, me and this other dude that's Triple H, we was like, oh shit, when the fuck everybody become Triple H fans? There was so many people. Oh man, I just looked.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, hold on. I don't remember this many people for having like. That's one of the reasons I liked the nigga so much because nobody liked him.
I was still like,
You know, especially in attitude. Where, oh my God, motherfuckers used to give me shit.
I just talk shit about the nigga. So
Yeah, you
my
know.
wife loves niggas, so I just talk shit.
Oh, you know, oh, she do.
That's the only reason I do it.
Man,
You know, I'm not
that's
gonna-
my nigga,
But he
fool.
was good at what he did, man. He
Yeah,
was great.
that-
Not fuck good. He was great at what he did.
Yep.
I'm always being an asshole when I hear his name. So
So I got a question. I got a question. legend or icon? Triple H.
I say he's an icon now.
Ooh, that's hard.
Now, the only reason I say he's an icon is because of the actual business side of it now. I think that tipped the scale for him because you know how much he invested in wrestlers. Like he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Because he was like an advocate for them.
He really is above
And he
legendary
wanted them
status.
to be better than.
I just want to make sure I wasn't being
and
biased.
all like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I already know what
not
Shakur think.
liking him like that, I still respect what he brought to wrestling. Cause like man, he kept a lot of people out of trouble.
Yeah.
Kept a lot of people's careers going.
Revived
You
careers.
know what I'm saying? So like you have to
Not just
respect
that,
the
just
person.
NXT alone, man.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So,
like that. Like I believe me, I'd be talking shit if this was last year. You know what I'm saying? But when you go back and look at the level of things that he's done inside the ring, outside the ring, you wouldn't even have some of these movements that you have. Like even these women, like you wouldn't have that without him.
Right.
Nigga,
Mhm.
that's him and Stephanie talking, man. And it's like, yeah, I think it's time to do something bigger. And then you got these little kids that are fucking growing up and knowing that they have a place somewhere because this guy has made that for them. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man. All the stuff he's done, without a shadow of a doubt, bro, kind of puts him above a legendary status.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even in other companies where that because it's like when we say we went to the AEW event, and of course the main event was a cage match, a female cage match. You don't get that if the
Yep.
women in WWE.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother little
Yeah.
fucking argument because I think somebody was saying too, like WWE got the weakest women's division. Like, bitch, where? The fuck is you watching?
Oh,
Yeah, motherfucker said that. Well, shit, I'm on YouTube now, but this was on TikTok. And I'm like, what?
I mean, I think you have some wrestlers there that are.
But the reason was because Charlotte gets the title all the time. Like,
Who
okay.
cares? Charlotte has the title, that's fine, but the caliber of women that are wrestling there are really fucking good. I mean, you got some slip ups every once in a while, like Liv Morgan. That should just
Oh, God.
that should not be.
I
But,
think
and,
she's
and, I rag on Sasha 24/7, but even Sasha is a pretty good fucking wrestler, right? You wouldn't have that without
Dante would
Triple
say,
H
what would he
pushing
say?
them in that NXT.
Yeah.
Right. So once again, dude, he surpassed what you thought he was in a legend.
Yeah, nah, he's an icon. He's one of the icons in my book. He'll always go on Mount Rushmore first. My GOAT. That's what I tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was like I tell people, I always remember him. I was just looking at his debut. I just literally that fucking corny ass music, all that shit. And that nigga come out, Howard Finkel, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and I'm like,
That shit was terrible.
that dude is my, and I'm like, that's my favorite wrestler.
That shit was not. That shit was not.
Because his finisher at first wasn't even a pedigree. It was like a RKO.
Yes. That nigga came out looking.
Yes.
Brown ass pants.
And then that nigga get that, do that bullshit ass, I don't know, just.
Look, I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I was getting younger. I was like, "Get your ass out of here, nigga. What are you doing?"
I was vice versa. I was like, literally, you know what I'm saying? The Ultimate Warrior was gone, and I'm just like, I don't know. It just was like, that nigga's my favorite wrestler now. Just, and it's been like that. And then, of course, as you watch him go to DX, and then, of course, like when he transferred into the game, and he got the first. Nigga, I probably was, especially during the Attitude Era, so when he got his first title run, man.
Once again, he's
Shit.
else.
Yeah, man, I remember them moments. And then, of course, the return when he came back from his quad injury. Man, I was screaming top of my lungs, bro.
I mean, you have people who are icons just because of what they've done for the business.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and people can shit on them all they want, but like the Hogan, like, the Rock, the Stone Colds, the John Cena's, those guys are gonna be icons. Undertaker.
Oh my God, the disrespect he got.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
He's another one. Bret Hart. Like
Yeah.
you have so many of these guys that are icons, and then you have your legends who are just they are just in the industry and they're doing what they have to do, and their names are going to be solidified with what they've done there, like the Dusty Rhodes and the you know what I'm saying, the Ultimate Warriors,
Yeah.
the Randy Savages, like you know what I'm saying. Like
I did kind of take him down from icon status though.
Who?
Ultimate Warrior. Because for a while I thought, like, literally, you couldn't tell me anything. I would be
Icon?
like, nah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I thought, but
Sting.
he's not up.
Why
Yeah.
do we keep forgetting about Andre the Giant?
But as an icon,
He's a legend.
I think
I
why
don't
we
know
forget
why.
about him because I think most of us seen Andre at the end,
Yeah.
the tail end of his career. I think that's the only
But
reason
he
why.
should be an icon for the big man. Like you don't have those other big guys coming into this industry without that guy.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't know why I still see him as a legend more than an icon.
That's what they do.
But
And
I was just saying that just for
And I just personally think that Hulk Hogan took his icon status.
Right.
Right.
but that's the thing though, and I know, man. I mean, everybody watching, because I know I always get flack for that. Ric Flair's just a legend to me.
to me, he's a legend. To me, he's not. He's not.
He's
an icon.
not. The everything. It's like almost with the same thing with Jordan.
Icon? You think it's icon?
He just
It's so
not.
hard with him, man, because
And the only argument, 16-time champion.
that is true.
And I think too, for me, and I think when I went back and started doing the history, and I saw Buddy Rogers,
Did
and I
you
saw
know-
the exact same
Character.
fucking character.
Yeah.
Ric Flair just amped the shit up to fucking 1,000.
Yeah.
That. So it was like, okay,
I guess
that's just me.
What really puts people on an icon like level then? Because like if you gonna say that about Ric Flair,
It's a lot of other people.
then
Not
like
people do that.
I don't know if you can say it about Hogan.
like
I don't know about Hogan. That one's hard. Hulk is.
Oh, I mean, I
so
think.
is he a legend? Is Bret Hart a legend, or is he an
I-
icon?
I think Bret's a legend.
I think it's one of those things where who was I paying to see the most?
I got you. Because the only people I really put in that. See that brings us back to Triple H. He's like teetering on a like I'm gonna say it like this. Before he's put in the ground, I believe he becomes an icon.
Triple H.
Because I believe whenever Vince dies, that's next up.
So you
But-
say
but-
Triple H is like
I feel
walking
like-
that line of, he's walking that line of, I get what you're saying.
I feel like once Vince is gone, and they need to turn to operations manager, like, hey man, who's gonna be the next person that, whenever we cut on that TV and we hear the boss's music come in, we got Stephanie,
It can be Sean.
we got Shane, but we need a face that we know that these people know that is tied to these operations that tough.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like that's the
but
guy.
I feel like
It is.
I feel like there's a few that you can put there. Like Shawn Michaels, I think you can put Shawn Michaels on that.
I think
Easily.
I think you could put him on that, like Shawn Michaels.
Even Undertaker.
The reason why I put
Yeah,
Shawn
I'll take
Michaels
that.
probably like into that level of iconic already is because man,
From here.
nah, because of, because of the actual WCW and WWE wars.
But that's what I say about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And whenever you think of it, you're like, all right, man, the people that were holding down this place, and you would go pay to go see Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. Those are the two heads that come to my mind right
Yeah.
then and there. I'm like, those are the people that I could recognize with that company at that time that was holding down. And then for whoever doesn't like, Hulk Hogan, he did it on 2 shows.
He's an icon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can-
and that's what I said with Hogan because, and I hate, and it's, well, you know what? I need to stop saying it. I ain't gonna say I hate to say it because it's just a fact.
Mhm.
We really don't have none of this shit without him.
Yeah.
But see, that be my thing, like, because people try to throw Flair in that, and I'm like,
And you can't.
That's
Flair was always
That-
playing
he-
second to him.
yeah.
You know?
He was
that's what
not
I'm
matching
thinking.
what Hulk was doing.
right, and I always look at, like, when I say icon, like, one thing I go off of is being the top guy in your fucking era.
Yeah.
So Hogan, I mean, like, on another fucking level. So it's like, even it's some legends all around here, but that fucker there is a goddamn icon already.
Oh no, yeah, you can't.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
he was the face of WWE, or no, let me take that back. He was the face
Of wrestling. Exactly, and I don't. And who cares? I'm not saying this ain't about who like when we have that conversation. It's not about who you like. Nigga, I wasn't always a John Cena fan, but I'm not. What am I gonna do? Take it? It's just like I wasn't a Hogan fan, but we don't have none of this sports entertainment and merchandise and all this kind of shit. He started all
I
that.
feel what you're saying. A person that holds their own with wrestling attached to them, like The Rock, he's an icon, man.
But
I feel like it's a name that never dies.
Right.
yeah,
Right?
Like
Hogan's
you
name
know
will
him as
never fucking
Dwayne,
die.
but you got to put The Rock in.
The Rock is an
his
icon.
name. That's his part of his.
but do y'all think he got to icon status for what he did after he left,
Yeah,
or you
after
think
he
he
left.
was an icon already?
after you left?
Because I think I'm like legend, but then when he went and what he's done to open up the door for everybody else,
Right. That's what makes
icon.
him an icon. That's what I'm kind of saying about Triple H. He's already ushered in this different type of, man, I'm my wrestlers, but it's gonna take for Vince to move out of the way and him to take that number one seat.
Yeah.
For him to be like, okay, that's an
I
icon.
get, I get what you're saying.
Like, this is the first time we ever saw a wrestler come from being a wrestler to now being in wrestling, helping other wrestlers get to a level. Now he's operating a whole show.
Yeah,
We ain't seen nothing like
never.
that.
Never.
So once he does that, that puts him in icon. Roman Reigns, I can't put him in icon because he ain't done yet. We got to see what. Cause
When we
be
get to that
real
match,
now,
I got
I'm
some.
gonna be real with you. What I see from him, once he loses, it's going to acting. If he can master acting, we just watched Rock. We just watched the formula of Rock duplicated over again, and it could be even stronger. Because I ain't no homo, but look at the way that dude looks.
Yeah,
That's Fabio, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like long hair, good hair. This dude is probably gonna, man. Every female screams for this cat.
Yeah, the same thing they did for fucking what's his name?
But does he
what's
really
his
have
name?
the master actor? Because he's just gonna do action movies. This dude isn't.
Right.
He's not winning an Oscar.
He can do
The
it.
thing
No.
is,
No.
the
No.
only thing that I'm saying is because he's gonna have to do something as big as what The Rock did, which the biggest movie that The Rock has done. What is it? Fast and
The Fast and
Furious.
Furious.
So you're gonna have to do something that's on a level like that.
He got a couple
He
now.
have to knock out
Jumanji.
some Tooth Fairies and the game plan first.
True.
So
So it's gonna take a trail
Wow.
of things to get him to that level. Because Rock went through a couple of funky movies, and then we get Rock
Nigga,
that we
it
know
doesn't
now.
matter.
You feel what I'm
Nigga.
saying?
When Black Adam come out, that shit's done.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can tell
bro,
I can
like-
just tell you that shit right now.
That's the dang. I didn't even think
What
of
the
that.
Rock's in that?
When the,
Yeah.
he is the Black
He-
Adam.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when he
Yeah,
when
I
the Black
totally
Adam
forgot
comes
about
out,
that. So he's literally gonna have to do something like that, and
he's gonna fuck around
I
and
mean,
carry
like,
the DC
dude,
series, nigga.
Yep. But I think though with that,
shit.
I think even Roman Reigns still gonna have to wait his time, even in Hollywood.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the next one up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, he's been moving up.
Yeah.
He's
And what's so
moving
That's what I'm saying.
What's so wild about this, man? I know we, like,
He's a
man,
politician.
man, we talking all around.
Yeah, we
We
kind of
talking
yeah.
around a lot of stuff, but what I'm seeing, man, they're gonna put him and The Rock in the same movie,
with
and
him
it's gonna be that's the crazy.
and her.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
I can see that.
like, literally, a franchise.
Because
that
they said
started off
she's killing
without
it
those
already in
dudes
that shit, in the acting
in these
shit.
movies, like, man, wrestling took over the movie basically.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
I think,
insane, bro.
and
That's like-
also another one I think that's gonna end up going Hollywood. Becky Lynch. I think she'll be another.
She can do
Yeah.
it. She can definitely do it.
She's gonna be another one because I think like it's some you see that's gonna probably stay around, but then you already kind of seeing the ones that man they're gonna and like I said that's why you put him icon status.
That nigga said the longest yard remake.
What's that?
That nigga said one nigga Blitz said the longest yard remake. The funny thing is I can see them doing
That's
shit.
what I'm saying too.
I
Yeah.
can see them doing that shit.
But-
You know, another guy that I think can branch off into that is Seth.
Oh hell yeah.
Easily. I feel like Seth can do that shit easily. Something about the guy just.
Yeah. With watching everything he's kind of done. Yeah. He's one. I mean, that's just what I mean, golly, man. Like you said, I think these wrestlers gonna end up taking over
Yeah.
like movies and shit like that too. But before, I did want to go back to the icon shit because it's one guy that I, because Darren too, the whole disrespect that I don't like they do for this guy sometimes. I'm talking about people online, and I think people do it just to get clout. That's the Undertaker, man.
You gotta stop that.
Like, everybody's like, well, I want to see what y'all see. And I get it. People don't like the entrance too long, all that. We've already went down there.
Yeah.
But I always just try to tell people, this man has been relevant through every single fucking era that we talk about. Relevant.
There's no way he's not an icon.
Yeah, relevant. He may ain't had as many title runs and all that kind of shit, but he's been, if he wasn't either holding the title, he was right fucking there.
It's not about your title run. It's how well known are you.
Yeah.
If motherfuckers know you in fucking Egypt and they ain't got TVs, nigga, then what the fuck are you trying to tell me? That like if they know this guy, that makes that dude a fucking icon. Especially if they know him for years to come. And I know people can say Bret Hart's not, but when you think about this dude, that nigga's name is still being brought up to this day. Right? Like, how can he not be the icon?
I was gonna ask that question. Did you think
What?
Bret Hart's icon? Because I think he is.
Yeah, I personally think he is.
That's just, I mean,
He held WWF down for fucking years by himself. And
Yep.
then you started bringing in more talent, and then he just made that talent better.
You know why I think a lot of people don't put Bret in the icon status? And this I probably even let go because I think this is why he's another one too that's like that legend icon. It just the shit that Goldberg did to him. His Bret still has I know some people say, oh well, I think before I did say that too, because he jumped to WCW. Nah, because he was, and you brought this to my attention. He was United States champion, and he was World Heavyweight champion in WCW.
Yeah.
I think Bret got cut short of what, because he would have came back to WWE.
Oh,
We
fuck
already
yes.
know that. And he would have came back and probably got some more title runs
Yeah.
out of that. So I think that, to me, I think that's the reason why maybe a lot of us ride the fence line right around that time. Because what can we say? He wasn't as popular as Shawn? Bullshit. He was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At
He
both
was
at
the
their
face.
heights. Yeah.
Like,
one point in time, he
he-
was more popular.
Yeah.
he was the face of
Yeah.
WWF. You know what I mean? Like, until others started coming in, dude, there was nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he still was hanging during the Attitude Era because he still was there.
Yep, the
You know
whole
what I'm saying?
Canadian thing and
Yep.
shit. Like, he fought Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
He's fought The Rock.
And that, and a lot of people probably didn't even think Bret can go heel. And
Yeah.
then when he did, he was actually one of the top heels in the fucking company.
That's
so,
what I'm saying, man. Like,
that's why I like to have these conversations with other people that are not necessarily my favorite. I didn't pay all that attention to like that, because then you get them facts like, wait a minute, hold on.
I don't feel no bias when I say icon. I'm surprised you said Ultimate Warrior. Well, y'all said Ultimate Warrior is not an icon. I do. I
you know,
feel it is.
it's real hard because it's like I want to put him there.
When I think of icon, when I think of wrestling, it's easy for me to for you to. I don't have to sit up here and think or nothing. It's like, I guess maybe it's my generation. I don't know how I think, but I think of wrestling. It's like off the rip, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, icon. Or if I go back to when I first started watching Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, of course. Okay, even before my time, what I could remember. Okay, you got Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. I cannot stand saying that, but I gotta give him these fucking props. Ric Flair,
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage. You have. I don't want to say Jake the Snake, but it comes to my mind. But I don't want to say that.
Well, now
Well,
legend.
Definitely a legend.
Yeah.
That's a legend.
What's
I wouldn't say
so-
icon for Jake the Snake.
What's so wild that you say that, man, is because it did at one time it was tandems. that
Jake
held
should have
the
been an
company,
icon, though.
that
Oh,
held
yeah.
it together. Yeah, because,
Jake should have went down as one of the
when it
greatest,
comes to
though.
mind, Like,
There's a few
you
though.
said something in there like Hulk Hogan.
That
and
nigga
Andre
down
the
there,
Giant.
but
But
that's
when
legend.
Andre the Giant
Yeah.
came, it was like all of a sudden, man,
He
it
was
was
way
like
before my time, but I'm still gonna put him as an icon because I just from history of wrestling. That
Like WrestleMania wouldn't be as big as it is today if it wasn't
Wasn't
for
for
Hulk
Andre the
Hogan,
Giant.
Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant.
Giant, yep.
and
And
then
then even
like
before that, what is it like? I don't know. Y'all tell me. like the Harley races and all that shit. And
Yeah.
Bruno
and we
Sammartino,
just talking about y'all just
Harley
talking
would have
about,
been my
Y'all
dude.
just talking about Cody and them dad, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
I don't know. I mean, I know they were good and legends, but that's too far for me. So I mean, even though Under the John was way too far for me, but I know Under the John, Hulk Hogan, like man, that's undeniable. So it's like
But-
it's
See,
undeniable
and
wrestling.
you put it that way, like I said, the Hulk Hogan. I remember when they came out with them little wrestling dolls that you can like.
Wrestling buddies.
You feel what I'm saying, dog?
They wouldn't buy me one to save my life.
I think I never had one of those.
Yeah,
I
I
know
didn't
did.
I know they had the Ultimate Warrior.
Now,
Oh, yeah, well, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake, $1 Million Man.
So
Yep.
they had these like whenever I think of it like that, yeah.
We wasn't
it was
allowed-
people
those
that
were
was
called
holding
dolls,
the
so we
top,
wasn't allowed to have
people that
them.
was holding it down,
Like, legends
that
to
you
me
could
is
think.
like, you start thinking like I said, Jake the Snake, or let's say Jimmy Snuka, was it Snuka?
Jimmy
Superfly,
Superfly
yeah.
Snuka.
Yeah, that people like that.
I
Let's
used to
say
hate Jake Snake, dog.
Yeah.
just coming to my mind,
Rick
right?
Rude.
Let's say
Rick Rude, legend.
Randy. I feel Randy Orton's a legend. He already had said that
Woo.
there. Well, y'all feel Randy's a legend?
No, I think Randy is.
He's a legend.
He's a fucking icon to me now.
That motherfucker is.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
His name.
And then, and by the time he's done,
I think when he retires, he'll be.
yeah, I say by the time he's done, I say that by the time he's done, he's gonna be a fucking icon.
I'm even go so far we can start putting them in that category because, like, as consumers of wrestling and seeing like what you put together, like dog, consistency and everything of that nature.
That nigga made
Mr.
being
Perfect,
fucking
legend,
crazy
you know.
like cool, nigga.
right.
Randy like made that shit like, and it's not, but that nigga made like motherfuckers who like for me, especially for me, quick tempered. You go to another fucking place when you get I mean, maybe like I said, maybe that's just me being
I was
fucking
like
biased.
Randy before all y'all, but I just don't feel he's a legend. Now I feel he can get he can, or he probably would end up being an icon too.
Yeah, I
he
think
will.
yeah.
But right now, I guess maybe he's still going. He got a lot more. Well, I don't say a lot more, but he still got stuff that he's gonna be adding to his resume.
I think
John Cena
that
is
class.
different.
I
It's
think that
like-
class that came, that
It's
whole
like
class.
Brock a legend. I don't feel he's an icon yet. Like he.
That's
Woo!
This is
Yeah,
John,
that's
John just thrusted himself too.
Yeah,
strong.
John is
Yeah.
just.
John came out, slapped the
Yeah.
shit out of Kurt Angle, and after that, that's all she wrote.
Kurt Angle,
Yeah.
legend.
Like that's
No,
just
he's not an icon.
that's
Legend.
just all she
But-
wrote.
Chris Jericho,
But
legend.
that's
Woo!
man.
Now he's
Jericho.
starting to change.
Yeah, dog.
He's Chris
Like, that was-
is starting to fucking get like
Legend.
icon to me because
Chris might be a fucking icon.
it's a lot of shit we don't. Yeah, man.
And I love
Where
Chris.
then, like, then
I mean, I can't take away what he did when he came back to when he came into WWE and even at WCW, he was that whiny little bitch guy that I
Yeah.
fucking hated, but could turn face and heel whatever the fuck he needed to, and then came over to WWF and did what he did, and I was like, God damn, like this motherfucker is a
And he's always recreating himself in every. He's one besides the Undertaker that's recreated, and then the shit works. This motherfucker put over a list, a piece of paper. That shit was over. And I mean, I'm one of the people that
not just
didn't give him his flowers, but now, and then I got to see him cut a promo. I said, no, this
and then the motherfucker boosted his talent with music,
Right.
yeah.
right? And I didn't understand how big that motherfucker's music was.
Shit.
Well, y'all see, I done
all of a
did
sudden,
video.
I heard the fucking song.
And
with
it's
it, I
not
was
just
like,
Judas I like,
God
nigga.
damn.
It's not just
Right.
Judas I like, nigga. Fozzy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bro.
That's a dope song too.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
This motherfucker just
he
he knows how to keep himself relevant.
But real quick with the Ultimate Warrior, why he falls for me? Because let's just be honest. He came in, he kind of was on the tail end, kind of rode some coattails of Hogan
And Randy.
and Randy. And to be totally honest, when you think about the Ultimate Warrior's run, it was not long.
No.
It wasn't long. I don't even know if it was a fucking year of him being at the top. Anybody know I'm probably the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan. I love that nigga. He's in my top 5. Always will be. The guy that brought me to it. But the more and more you go and you sit and you watch and you look at his body of work, he had that run for WrestleMania 6 when he won the title. And by the next WrestleMania, he was already done. And that was it.
When I think of icons too, I look at it and say, if the top guy leaves, can he hold that status? right? So if Hogan leaves,
He failed at that. Major.
and that's what I'm saying. Like
And I just have to admit
that's
that.
the hard part. But I mean, to come out and do what he did when he first came out, it was great, right? It was great. It puts him on that legendary status for me. But it's so hard because when everybody left, it was like,
When he had it,
Who are
because what Macho Man was commentary,
Mhm.
Hogan was gone, and then
Hogan
and then
left,
came
came
back.
back.
Yeah, and he had
and he wasn't the guy.
Wasn't
And
the
it
guy.
that just, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to remember who the guy was.
because it stumbled and went from like Sergeant Slaughter, I think,
Mhm.
'cause Sergeant Slaughter beat him, and then shit, I think Hogan came back and won the
Hogan
title.
came back. You know what I'm saying? So it's that, and that's so hard because it kind of seems like Hogan shits on the guy if that's the case, because Hogan could have left even longer and said, you be the man.
Yeah,
But once again, I think they brought Hogan back because
yeah, he failed.
something's not working.
Yep. I mean, the crowd, we all went crazy from the fucking music. Is like crack, I guess, to wrestling fans, because that shit just, nigga, y'all think DMX music, nigga, you hear that shit, I don't know what that shit is. Yeah, so it's like all that, but when I look, if we gonna talk wrestling terms, I'm gonna take my bias out of it. I gotta look at his body of work. That failed as the top guy,
See,
majorly.
But that was gonna be the problem with that guy.
Who, Roman?
Yeah. If you don't bring John Cena back to wrestle this guy one more time, like, we see all the bad things,
Yeah.
right?
Because he still got a little bit exposed. That's
Yeah.
why I try to tell people too.
Yeah.
He still ain't hanging with
John-
Cena on that
John
mic,
says it when
dog.
he comes back. He's like, I'm only here because you can't hold the weight. They brought me back here because you can't do what you're supposed to do.
Man, that was the most truthful
Yeah.
Right.
job of
And the things we knew it, we all knew it.
Most
we all
definitely.
fucking knew it, and it sucks because you want to jump in and say that you want to defend the guy, and then it wasn't until that changed that he becomes the man.
and he knew it, dude.
We all knew it. Shit, the fucking world could have told you that from the beginning.
Yep.
He needed that. So I mean,
But you know what? It's something he said. I don't know if you remember. It's something he said a while back when Roman. He need to leave for a little bit.
make people miss it.
Listen,
And when he
see,
left,
whenever you leave for a little bit, people tend to start loving you better. dog.
We seen that shit with John Cena.
Yep.
and when
People were
Roman
like, I
left,
can't
came
stand
back.
John Cena, blah blah blah, and then John Cena left, and it was like, man, we should have that guy back.
Yep.
And then the music hit. Shit, even when he left for that period, that long ass period, even after that, and then he comes back with the Fiend, and
Yeah.
or even before the Fiend, I think it was who did he come out and fight? I'm trying to remember who came out and fight when the Dr. Thugonomics music hit.
Elias.
Alliance ass nigga, and everybody was like, oh shit, like dude, that just tells you how big that guy is.
Yeah.
That went to his old fucking music, and motherfuckers was like, ah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a super icon. Nigga. I'm sorry, dude. That
Yeah.
dude's just.
He just, and I mean, and like I said, when we started talking like them subjects, I know I gotta take my bias out, man. You know, like a lot. You know, like I tell people, man, I love Ultimate Warrior. This nigga's just not. He's not that. He's not what I fucking thought. Now you
Yeah.
tell me, Athens, make your own icon list. Okay, he on that. I can make my own icons with my own person. Nigga, it's probably gonna be some motherfuckers on there. Y'all probably be like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But you know, that is what it is. Shit, damn, we done went way over here. What fucking match we supposed to be on?
We fucking up because we.
Yeah, I know we gonna have to start.
The next match is Sasha Banks. Wait, I'm
No,
on.
that was no.
Yeah, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Carmella, Queen Zelina.
Shit, y'all already know I love that goddamn match.
Rhea Ripley, Natalya.
That match is really good.
Shayna.
How we gonna talk about y'all, come on, man. How we gonna talk about this match?
That match is really good.
We gonna talk about like wrestling terms or bias or my woman in it? Like, how we talking about this?
I'm not gonna go into wrestling terms because
Oh, okay.
you know how I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, well, I
But,
mean, it was a good match
it was a
wrestling.
good match.
Man.
I think you can take a few people out of there and it's an even better match, but yeah, it was great.
The outcome was just, I mean, that was good. Now, here's my thing. I've been saying like, okay, we're wrestling talk. Naomi has to capitalize right now.
Yeah, that'll make more.
Yeah. I think me and you was talking about that.
And
She has to capitalize right now.
I'm still gonna sit here and say that I feel like Naomi carries that team, but that's just me. Like the way I'm looking at it, man, I'm watching the wrestling, I'm watching what's happening.
I gotta look at it from your eye,
about
though, that way.
Naomi, you know what I'm saying? And it needs to be about Naomi.
Yeah.
Like Sasha's taking a back seat right now.
And maybe that's what Sasha, that man, you know, because a lot of people, I think too, I gotta ask this question. do I think she eventually joins the bloodline?
She should.
Yeah, but it's like, because for one, we've already seen her heel work.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
So, and then two, we know Sasha is known for turning on people. So it's almost like the same thing with Riddle and Randy Orton. She has to
Naomi
turn
turns
on
on
Sasha and then go join them. Then, like I said, this has to work. This has to work.
I just feel like she deserves a women's title, like a singles title.
Yeah.
Like, and she should have one.
And I think you get her there, but this shit has to work. It has to work. Because if not, she's gonna stay
You know
where
what's
she's
hard
been.
is I don't personally, I don't think the fans feed into this tag team very well.
Who, her and Sasha?
Yeah.
Oh, it seemed like they feeling it to me.
I feel like the crowd's kind of like, yeah.
Okay, I gotta pay attention to the reaction a little bit more.
just listen. They break for her music. Like Naomi, when Naomi comes out, it's like yes. But I just don't think the fans were like, yeah, this is a great tag team. Yeah.
But I mean, they haven't really did too good with that anyway. To me, I don't think so.
Well, they just throw shit together.
Yeah.
It's you know.
But I mean, yeah, the match was good. I'm not too big on Liv Morgan anyway, so I think she's really sloppy,
I am
man.
getting tired of watching her in the ring.
Yeah, I think
But,
she's really sloppy, dude.
Like I said, when I watched her and Sasha fight the other day, I said, nigga. I had to write, y'all watching this shit? Are y'all not watching wrestling like the way I'm watching wrestling? Because this shit is terrible.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, oh, bitch don't like Sasha, man.
And
You like,
most
you
people
watching
said
the
that to
match?
me, and I'm like, it's not that. Just watch that. Just watch it, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is
But I
going
think
on?
I think when you told me who was in it and you said Liv Morgan,
Automatically,
I was
right?
like-
It's like, nigga.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all, man.
They need
All
to
of
let Rhea
the
Ripley do Rhea Ripley and fucking let Liv go.
but the rumor and we probably coming upon that too. But the rumors I've been hearing about with her, ooh man, what they talking about maybe doing with her? Yeah,
With Rhea?
yeah, they talking about putting her ass with Edge and Damian Priest.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
She already looks the part.
Man, they do that shit.
Or they gonna change. They gonna change that into Liv being with him.
They better not, man.
Bring back Alexa Bliss.
I think we all kind of agree with her. Like, she got to come back. I missed the, what is that? Little Miss Bliss. That's who I hope when she come back, that's what she come back as.
Yeah, she's got to do something else.
Yeah.
That's other shit. That's done.
Yeah, and then I hope even with Zelina, hopefully this ain't the end for her because, I know she got the Queen Zelina gimmick going, but they got to do a little bit more with her, man, because we know I think she can get better in the ring, but like mic skills, she's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
AJ Styles and
Here we go.
Edge.
Huh.
Trying to remember, man.
See, that's that tonight shit.
Yeah, see?
That was a little off because AJ popped his head across that damn.
Yeah, and that's one of the moments where like you just know, like was your favorite when he was coming down that ramp. I seen the blood, but I knew it. It was something just when he came out. Down, he had a hood on. And he came up, did the shit. Something wrong with you, man. And I don't know. I can do it's like with him. I can do it with Triple H. Like wrestlers I know I watch. You probably can do the same thing with Brett. He coming down, you like, man, what the fuck wrong with you today? You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably can do it with Edge. Like, nah, nigga, you didn't cut too fast. You know what I'm saying? Him with probably with Sean. Like, nigga, Sean. It's times he done told me, nah, that nigga was high. I watched the shit live. That nigga high. This is motherfucker. And I go back and watch the shit, and I'm like, one thing was, I think, what was that? When they was in the aisle, that nigga Sean humping the ground. I thought that just part of Sean's gimmick. That nigga screw like, nigga, that nigga high in the motherfucker. But anyway,
A
yeah.
lot of the promos, he would be hard too.
Yeah, but I knew something was wrong with AJ, nigga. I was like, damn. But
Yeah, man.
the match just wasn't. I think the match could have been better though. Or you think maybe we all expected too much?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I always think, and I've said this before, even when I've seen it, I know Edge can still go, but I always feel like when people get in there with him, I think the match kind of slows down a little.
Why? Because he can't go? Oh, what?
I just don't think he can maintain that speed, so you have to draw him out throughout the match.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And maybe this is me, but I even watched it with Randy Orton. Like when he was fighting Randy Orton, I was like, this match is moving kind of slow at first, and all of a sudden it starts to pick up. It's like watching Stone Cold, like you and KO. It's like you feel it out, and then all of a sudden you start to see the pickup.
Yeah.
Talking about Edge.
Yeah. It's something about him.
Edge was so cold when he was in his prime, dog.
Yes.
Like you see him.
And-
That
and-
nigga was, and that I know that's your favorite dog, but like that nigga, when he was in his prime, that nigga Edge was cold.
I just think we're
So
expecting
cold.
so much from him.
From Edge.
Yeah.
But, but even to say that, like you already knew with him being this new character.
So
you
you
think
probably
he
ain't
was
really
just gonna
yeah,
lose
you-
like that? Like
You ain't really disappointed.
what like you coming out?
So as a real quick before you go, as an Edge fan, you like the new character?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Like,
I figured that's easy. I
that
figured
needs
you
to
would.
Yeah, that definitely need to
That
happen because
needs
it was
to
like, all right, we got our reunion of Edge coming back from
Yeah.
the neck injury. He done avenged who he is. We have confidence that he can go. What's next? You're not gonna sit and go get no top belt. What's next? Then I was like, man, they gonna have to do something new with him, man.
Yeah, I know I'm behind on the Edge because I wasn't really a fan. I'm behind. So
He's
when
just
I
another guy who you don't have to
Yeah.
put a title on to make him relevant.
Right.
yeah, because even when he changes, I said, damn, right when I get to the song in my head, like 24/7 to change it.
But like,
You still
when he
get the-
came
I'm
back,
behind.
the way he was
Huh?
You still
stepping,
get you think you know me though.
But I kind of like that part though. You think you know me,
think you know-
but you never did.
Yeah.
Like man, that's some. I like that
I
shit.
like that shit. That's just crazy.
I just gotta get used to the new song.
but whenever you said, man, I feel different, like that's whenever I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna stick with something, which is something that we ain't seen
I
before.
love him on
And
the
then
mic,
whenever
too.
AJ Styles came out to his same gimmick, I was like, oh no. I said, yeah, he's gonna lose.
Quick question: do y'all think Christian is underrated?
Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think I've always thought that though.
Yeah.
I
I
think-
don't want to get off
there
track.
was
I just want to ask. 'cause
there was one point where I thought he was a better wrestler than Edge,
yeah.
Me too.
and I used to really sit there and be like, he's a
I actually
fucking
like,
wrestler.
and that's probably why I'm behind with Edge because I like Christian.
Yeah,
I feel like Christian, if he was the same size as Edge, he would have got the same respect.
yeah.
And he was just
Edge
undersized.
just had something to him that
It's that
just
his mic skills, man.
Christian,
It's
yeah.
that mic skill, man. Edge is really good on the fucking mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where now he's Christian is
wasn't
good.
that guy.
Yeah, Christian's good, but he ain't good as Edge
Yeah.
though.
He was always like the D'Lo Brown to me, dog. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Who Christian? Well, yeah.
Beat him up. What the fuck? Why?
Dang, man, like you always gonna be second, dog. Dang, this crazy. But yeah, nah, but you kind of felt in that match, like, all right, man, Edge is gonna win this one.
Yeah, with the new gimmick, love the new entrance. I knew you would like it because nigga coming out in suits and shit now. I was like, damn.
Like,
fool.
man, like it, man, I love it, dog. It's the color scheme, it's everything, dog. Like,
I'm really down for coming out in the suit thing, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't give me a picture with a suit on, nigga. I'm telling you, I'm fly up,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying?
But with that though, that's something else though, because we was talking about Riddle and Orton. So you're seeing Damian Priest with Edge. So Damian Priest, megastar in the future.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, man.
So
I mean, he just need to do something about this Indian in the cupboard look sometimes, man. Cause that motherfucker.
I don't know what it
I don't
Indian,
know.
Samoan.
He's Puerto Rican, bro.
Yeah, man. Steve,
But he comes up.
Yeah.
And all I see is Indian in the cupboard, my nigga.
I like that.
What? It's weird.
But that's the thing. Do you think that they're starting this new trend of where the legends are now mentoring, like the way they're doing it now? So, I mean, it's just like, and it's crazy because Naomi been there longer than Sasha, but it's kind of like you said, it looked like they're setting this up for Naomi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like now Sasha mentoring her, in a way. But so we talked about Riddle and Orton, and then Damian Priest, and then Edge, and then. Well, those about the only two where they had like the legend, and then so do you see this maybe becoming a trend? Do y'all see this maybe becoming a trend? And if so, do you even like it?
I personally like it.
I like it.
I do. I love what they're doing. If they're gonna do that, they should do that. Because I mean, dude. I mean, you gotta look at it, man. There's some of these cats that's coming up that are just kind of falling short somehow.
Yeah.
And if you had, let's say if you had somebody like there who could mentor a Roman Reigns, dude, and then just leave randomly. This dude has to carry that weight, and I feel like he's able to do that because of everything he's learned with somebody standing next to him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's the same thing with us and everything that we learned from our parents. Like without them, we could never be probably what we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like that helps that build to that character. I mean that's really how I look at that stuff, man.
So what do you think? Like with the only parent I really don't like is the Pete Dunne with Sheamus, because I think Pete Dunne was already Pete Dunne. And I don't like the whole.
I like Pete Dunne before this.
Yeah,
This
that's
shit,
maybe what it
this
is.
shit. I'm just kind of like, what is he, a fucking puppy?
Yeah.
Like that, I don't like this shit. Like, that's just weird.
Like he was breaking niggas' hands and shit. Now you.
No, he was the master of manipulation
Yeah.
and all this other shit. I was like, dude, I like that dude.
Yeah.
And then they do.
Yeah, that's about the only one I don't. I'm not too feeling, because I'm like, Pete Dunne was already Pete Dunne.
I
But
mean, sometimes like I get happy to see it in a white guy instead of a black dude. So I can't. I'm saying, maybe it's just me. I was like, so we're not the gimmick, cool.
yeah.
White man run around like a little
Yeah.
But you know,
Uh,
I'm just saying. Sometimes it's nice to see it
Yeah.
being somebody else besides us. Yeah, but whatever.
You got Sheamus and Ridge Holland
oh shit.
and the New Day.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, I don't even want to fucking
Let's
talk
get
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
That shit is
All
fucking
right then.
upsetting.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Pat McAfee and Austin Theory.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Not just fucking. I mean, come on. You
Great.
couldn't do no better than that.
hmm
I mean,
That whole fucking thing. I don't see why. Like again with the stunner with Vince, I was laughing my ass off, man. Steve Austin was. I said, man, that nigga.
he got up laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got up running and laughing and shit. I was like, nigga, you know this is bad.
Because if people don't realize, Vince really fucked it up before Austin came out. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, that nigga, boy.
He had to go because Vince just he went and got him. Yeah, I was like,
Like I said, stunner, knees first, leg, I don't know. There goes the stomach, there it goes the lay flat. Like, I was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? And then he laid there like it really hurt. So I was like, nigga, did he even fucking stun you?
Yeah.
Like, he,
oh my
What
god,
was
that. But you know, this probably I think I sent that to y'all with somebody saying that how Austin Theory sold this Thunder was like disrespectful. I said, what the fuck is you watching?
what?
That was one
Triple H
of
do
the
that shit.
right, but that
So Rock,
was argue. I mean, The Rock probably sold it the best, but literally after what I seen Austin Theory did, how he sold that Stunner, man, that's at least top 5 dog.
come
Best
on,
seller of the
man.
Stunner food. That
You
shit
gotta
was.
stop shitting on that dude. Man.
Yeah.
I think people just don't like Austin Theory. That's kind of what they.
I still ain't came around, but I ain't
like
saying
him.
I hate him.
I really like the dude, man. He has some star power. Now, what they decide to do with him is going to be the problem.
He's up there with Riddle and Priest. So that's those 3 guys. You
I think he's a little under them, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think,
Still got a little bit
I
more.
think they're still up here, you know. But he's got something.
Okay.
He's got
He's gonna
something.
have to stop talking so much, man. He's gonna have to start being in the ring a little more to me.
I just like that he plays this nice guy. Yeah, like he comes out like this nice persona, but then he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just
And I think it's a little bit petty for me. Because with the cell phone thing, it's like
seems like
he
an
stole it
asshole
from.
thing to do.
Yeah, but it seemed like he stole it from Tyler Breeze. Remember Tyler Breeze used to do that same shit.
This dude's a
Tyler Breeze did do it, but I don't remember. That's hard because I don't remember Tyler Breeze taking pictures after he beat you.
Did he? I don't think so.
I remember him taking selfies at the beginning and shit like that. But after he beat you, no. Austin Theory beats your ass, or he beats you in the ring, leaves you on the fucking ground,
Uh-huh.
like, ha, picks your fucking head up, like, ha, look at me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. See, I
It's
probably
kind of
see.
an
Yeah.
asshole thing to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm
That's
like,
I gotta see more.
think of knocking a nigga out and then just like, let me take a selfie. You know what I mean? Like that. Come on, bro. That's a fucked up thing to do, dude.
Yeah.
He's doing it, and it's like he's making it work. He's making it work, and I think Vince. I think Vince might have it right with him. Maybe like he sees something that somebody's not seeing, and I think this might be the guy who he has right finally for him. Because all
But
the
that's
other
what
guys that Vince has picked, I'm like,
But it might be, like that's who Vince is mentoring. Then you got, like I said, Damian Priest over here, and then you got Riddle over here. That's why I said I gotta see
even KO.
more.
Even KO. I mean, I really think he's mentored by fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, well that's
You know what I mean?
that's
That's
his favorite.
his guy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
his
his guy. Yeah.
You
But I mean, Pat
Last
McAfee did
Oh, yeah,
fucking
my
great.
bad. Pat McAfee was great.
Yeah, he was
Can't-
great.
Talking about Austin Theory,
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah, I
Austin Theory's
forgot.
good, but
Pat McAfee
fucking
is great.
I mean, I seen him wrestle before, and then when I seen him do this, I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Cause I think you told me, cause I was like, didn't he have a match in NXT? And I was like, you was like, yeah, and I was like, I kind of remember him doing like a flip or some bullshit,
This
but then I was like,
way
nah,
better.
but yeah, nah,
Like, this is
Killed
up there, like, like,
cause I didn't know, cause when he came out, he got on the jeans and the fucking chain. I said, okay, this is gonna be some bullshit. Oh yeah, he gotta change that shit.
But as soon as the crowd started going with it, it was done. And I was like, oh, this nigga's way too hyped now.
Yeah.
This is done.
Yeah, but yeah, that well delivered. Like I said, those celebrity matches, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Last match. Roman Reigns.
Whew.
Brock Lesnar.
I'll let y'all go, man. I don't know.
It was everything what we expected, I think. Hard hitting, 45 suplexes, 35 Superman punches. I think that was more of a telling story match.
Yeah.
And I think we all knew that what the outcome was going to be. And of course, you know, the behind the scenes, you know, Roman, you know, the match ended, I think, early because I think he really got hurt.
That tore that nigga shoulder
Yeah.
out. Tore that nigga shit out. It's like, nigga, like, hey, Brock forgot that he was in wrestling, nigga.
Because I did hear Roman say during the match, he was like,
It's out.
Yeah, it's out.
It's
yeah.
out. I was like, yeah, that shit is out, nigga. They had to keep switching camera angles on that nigga when he was trying to raise his arm. It was like, no, let's look over here. I was like, boy, hey, Brock said, I think there was a point in time where Brock pulls him down right when he said it's out, and he's like, you all right? Nigga, like, you all right?
Oh, Brock asked him, yeah.
And I'm just like, nigga, no, that nigga ain't all right. That nigga's fucking over here. That nigga, he can't even move his goddamn arm, bro.
That's why he squeezes his neck.
Yeah, he's got to squeeze it, and it's like, you straight,
He's like,
nigga.
let me get up, let me get up.
Like-
He got up, and he was like, all right, he cool.
I did watch that nigga
That
on
dude.
Monday. Then watch that nigga on Monday night trying to hold both times.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You
Yeah.
can tell the pain this nigga was in. That nigga said he grabbed that one time and said, yeah. He grabbed the other, was like, and then when he finally got it up, all you see was, oh, fuck, nigga.
Nah, he put them he put them hoes down quick and gave him back the ball, nigga.
That nigga's like, camera move.
It's-
Nigga, like, I was like, God damn, he fucked that nigga shit up. Boy, that match is, it's one of those things for me. It's like a transfer of power,
Yeah.
right? You knew that Brock had to lose it. You don't want to see Brock lose all the time, but at this point in time, this was a good one to lose the way they did it.
He fucked
the
him
match
up
is
for
gonna,
real.
the outcome was going to be the same, no matter what happens. Even
Yeah.
if the match goes longer, the outcome was going to be Roman winning both titles. We knew they're going to be unified anyway. Who was going to do it? I mean, like I said, for me, I thought when initially my thought was, oh shit, it's Brock. Like, you want to unify him because he's unified him before. And then I started thinking, why have him unify him?
Again.
Why let this dude unify him to transfer that power that he has always had? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now, he's known as the guy now. You Roman can leave and come back, and he's still gonna be the fucking guy now. You know what I mean? So
And that's what I was explaining. I think I did a live before that and telling people like, okay, like, and they think, oh, well, you're a fan of him. Like, yeah, but it also makes sense.
Yeah.
Like what, Brock wins? What are we, back in the Ruthless Aggression era?
Yeah.
And then like what we was talking about a little while ago, we can actually sit as wrestling fans now and be like, okay, I see the future. We don't, like I said, we seen it with WrestleMania 31. We done seen 6 other WrestleManias, and it's like, okay, same shit.
yeah,
And now we like, all right. And now we talking about these guys, the Austin Theories,
Yeah.
the Damian Priest, the Matt Riddles, all because that fucking man raised them 2 titles at the end of that match. Because he had to. I said, maybe I'm a hard critic, but I said, if he lost, everything the fuck he did
Yep.
down the drain. Doesn't even matter.
and then we haven't seen Brock since.
Yep.
Right? No Monday night, no Friday, nothing. Not even. I don't know if they came out today. I'm pretty sure he didn't come out today.
No,
So you know what I'm saying? It's now his show.
Yep.
Only his show. All right, because
Both shows.
yeah, he's on both. He can fucking go back and forth, but that just means there's going to be more challengers.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to start to see new faces start to come up, and we're going to pay attention to the relevancy of new faces instead of looking at the older ones and being like, okay, yeah, he's still here. Okay, we know he's going to get the title because he's the older guy, and yeah, now it's all new.
Because it's almost like he's kind of single-handedly knocked out all the older guys.
Yes.
And now it's like almost though, and it's just that perfect storm where it's that nigga at the top of that bitch, and that's
Yeah.
the last motherfucker that I
Yeah.
got to do.
Because there's nobody else.
It definitely feels like a new era is being pushed.
Yes.
I think who said that? Somebody said it ain't even like this. It's like we're officially in a new era.
It's a new era. I don't know what to call it, but I like what our future holds in wrestling. Like you can see new stars being developed. You can kind of entrust it to this new wave that we're going to get good quality wrestling at. Some of them may fall off, but a lot of them are there to stay, man. Like, who would ever thought in the early 2000s we were watching this guy named Mike on MTV turn into now a solid and veteran
Early
wrestler.
2000s.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was late 90s.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. you
I was
know
watching
what
the shit out of that show.
Yeah, so like watching that and knowing that, like you didn't see him all of a sudden still being there and being relevant.
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I want to see who he's going to get under his wing because
That's hard, 'cause-
because we all know like the Miz. I mean, he brings people. I mean, we done watched him, you know, the Daniel Bryant or Damian Sands. He done brought people back from the dead and made them relevant again.
Yeah,
He can make
man.
anything. So I really interested to see who he gets his hands on with and starts working. You know, I almost really feel like right now too that's another guy where it's like put that IC on him right now and put him in a feud with up and
Oh
coming.
yeah. Well, I think you put any title on that.
Yeah.
That's just him, man.
He's at that, yeah.
You know.
So it's definitely good to say, man, wrestling's in good hands, bro.
It is.
I'm gonna say, man, this was probably like one of the best WrestleManias that I've seen in a very, very, very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, because
Mine's been since 31 because I think
been shitty, man.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I think 31 was the best one, the last good one I seen when Seth cashed in. Because that whole show was kind of good from start to finish.
I'm glad we're entering a new era. I really am. I mean, you got some older talent. I mean, who they're not that old, but like the Seth Rollins and the Roman Reigns and stuff.
They're still the
Miz, you
head,
still got the
yeah.
Miz and shit like this. You got those guys, but you also got the newer faces that are coming in that they're who look like they can hold their own at this point.
But it's almost crazy to even say, like, it's crazy. Like, it's almost even their time, this, like, Seth and Roman, like, they shit is almost kind of, like, up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I said, like, even with Roman, I don't care. I think we all can agree. He can drop both of them belts and win them back 5 more times. No more his all the past title runs, you don't care about no more.
Yeah.
They were pieces of crap. It doesn't matter what he does after that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Yeah.
This title run, and I don't even know if y'all can agree. Like this title run he's been on, has been probably something either we haven't seen in a long time or we just haven't seen it. I know for me to see this dominance, you think about it now, it's about to be 2 fucking years. This nigga's been dominated.
Yeah.
I don't remember, and I know some people may say like Cena and all that, but I said Cena dropped the title, win it back, drop the titles, win it back. Roman, and he's been looking good doing it, and believable and all that other kind of stuff to go along with it, to me in my book. So it's like, we haven't seen anything this dominant, like.
Oh yeah, for him to hold these titles like this dude.
Yeah, this is we've been seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dude, he fights, he wins. He fights, he wins.
Yep.
He fights, and joke, he winning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you
this
kind of
is-
almost don't even want to see him lose now, because you kind of like, well, I know I'm not to the point to where,
This is getting too good, man.
yeah.
It's too good right now. You don't take the title off him right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could take the title off him.
I think he can drop one, because I don't know. I
But
just,
if he drops one, dog, why don't you just drop both? You know what I'm saying? That I think I think what we're seeing with both of them keeps him in this level of
God mode.
yeah, dog.
So you think he runs with 2 belts?
I think
Till next
so,
year?
bro. I really
I
think
hope
so.
they do.
Why wouldn't they? Like WWE had already given
Yeah.
us one of those moments where they had a champion that didn't fight no more than like 4 times. and he held it all the way to the next WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
why don't you just give us what we want? We know he's gonna defend him, but it's like, dang, dog, like ain't nobody on that roster right now that's gonna beat him for it.
Yeah, because I think even if he drop it to somebody now, they're not gonna give a shit. Because I think my brother said this perfectly. That fucking blue Universal, I don't care who they put it on. That's his fucking title.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean you could who Braun and that none of that fucking matters. Who cares
It's
who
not
had it?
even I like Roman, but he's not like my favorite, man. It's just, if you're a wrestling fan and you look at it as a business wise, nah, keep that shit on that.
Right.
He's good for
Just
business.
drain
Yep.
Right
that
now.
as much as you can.
Yes.
It's gonna be a whole nother year. Keep that shit on that nigga until he end up fucking that for himself or an injury come. Like,
Yeah.
just
But I
push
think
that.
that even now, because he hurt now, but they probably like, well, shit, how long? Because I think I even heard too somebody saying he was gonna drop it. I said, no, I don't think so.
No, I'm talking about like a one of them, not that. I mean, no, it's short of pop all that. That nigga was
Oh, like where he hurt, where he got to be gone so
one of
much.
them to where he gone for a minute. Like, okay, damn, now we got him.
I'm almost to the point to where even if that happens, I know I keep going back to it. You elevate those. I don't even think I honestly think that's where he at. Like even if he got hurt that long, they probably ain't gonna take them fucking belts off of him.
So you
Not
not
that,
wants
huh?
a shot.
That's my
Yeah,
shit.
he after what he did at Mania. Yeah, I think Kevin Owens should probably. Well, I know he's healed, but he should probably be one of the first ones in line. I know you probably gonna say Seth,
I
but
would definitely say Seth.
I would definitely say so.
yeah, so see, but you ask me, I think and I guess that's just me being biased, but what he did, how he made Austin look.
I feel like if Seth gets it, then that's when you put Kevin Owens on Seth because of the storyline that he already have with each other.
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
that's
it with
good.
both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some good story, and that's crazy. You got good storylines with both of them niggas.
Right.
Well, because if you win, in Roman's case, since he has both belts, they unified it. Is there another title that is, or is it he just holds both belts?
I think he just gonna hold. That's what I thought gonna put out a new title, but I think
like one good title.
but I think he probably would have already presented us with that if they were gonna do that.
Sometimes I think they love to fucking wait.
Do some teaser type shit.
I'm thinking about how long we always seen the world heavyweight title and the
Yeah.
WWF championship held up, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, just randomly.
But yeah,
it'd
but
be
they
like
did
some
that
fucking
kinda
random
quick.
fucking show. They'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
new
it's
title.
like here's a new title. You're like, nigga, you couldn't do that at a fucking pay-per-view or something.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that when he won it.
But me, like as a belt collector, I be wanting to know because they'll do that shit and then the belt's already on sale on fucking WWE Shop. So you like, oh shit, man. So you already ready to swipe the card already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they did that with that motherfucker there and even that one. Because that one came out the same day even with the Brock plates. So I'm already like, just, this one up here when the Rock debuted it.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, motherfucker.
So with that being said, like, does Roman get his own belt?
That's what I think.
Personally, he should.
Yep.
They did it with Brock, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we call that belt Brock's belt anyway.
Yeah.
But I think we haven't seen it in a long time neither.
It's been a while.
So I think he should get something like Stone, like Smoking Skull, something like that.
Fucking, John Cena had 2 fucking customized belts. Get the
Yep.
fuck out of here. Yeah, he had the United States title, but he customized.
Oh,
yeah. Yep.
And then
And
he
then
had
he
fucking the WWE title.
What do
This
you
one,
call
yeah.
it?
What?
The Empire belt? Or what?
No, I think they're gonna run with this WWE Universal Champion.
Yeah, the WWE Universal Championship.
Yeah,
Could just call it the Bloodline title, nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
that's basically what it is.
Shit, it's-
I mean, I wouldn't want to see them to make a new belt because I think these newer titles, I call them the Shield titles because all them niggas done had.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So I associate them belts with the Shield because all of them done had it. It's a couple other people you'll think about, Brock and then AJ Styles and shit
belt I
like
look
that.
at, and I think it's Seth Rollins, no matter what.
See?
That's a Seth Rollins title. I don't know what it is about the title, but it's a Seth Rollins fucking title.
So that's why I said these eras of belts.
Is fucking
Romans.
Roman Reigns. I mean, it's just
And then you might want to be
The
like,
black-
okay, the WWE Championship, Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
There you have it.
Yeah, that's just who that is, man.
So that's why I'm like, because I mean that blue, I don't.
Even
And when he dropped that
belt.
belt, oh yeah, that eco-friendly.
That shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forget about.
I never got that
It
motherfucker.
was
man.
okay.
Yeah.
But
I
was
would have
like,
loved to
"Who
get
around
that
with
damn
trash
replica,
bag?"
man.
But you didn't like that belt?
It was a.
It's just how he did it,
It was a
bro.
potato sack. I can literally go outside, grab a potato sack, put it down, put some wood on that motherfucker with some couple of stones.
But
be like,
that's
"This
what
is my
it,
title."
yeah, but that's the one reason though we love D. Bryant so much, man.
It was
That nigga got that title
you know what I'm
over
saying? It was crazy as shit though, and I was like,
and threw that bitch in the trash,
and I'm
nigga.
not gonna lie, I used to look at it at first, I used to be like, what the fuck did he just do? Right? And then I used to be like, only he can wear that
Yep.
fucking title, right? Like it was just the
That's
DB got
Like,
that
look at
damn
that.
title
Look
over. Got the little rocks and shit on
some
there.
shit like you would go outside and like put together and like
Yep.
with some. All right.
And here's the funny thing with that shit. You know, people hit me up. Hey man, can you restone that? Bitch, you don't get
To
your
what?
Yeah, exactly. What am I
Go
gonna put
outside,
in here?
Crack some rocks, bitch.
You know what? That would be kind of dope, dog. Put little rubies in there, dog. Little
Where?
crystal. Little,
What?
The belt was made of wood. Man, I'll probably put that drill in it. That shit probably shatter like a mug, fool.
Put that on that goddamn title.
No setting, dog.
That nigga said, well, I'm just gonna change it to mahogany. And that like, get the fuck out of here.
What was the reason he had that belt? I mean,
Because he
like,
became that, his persona then was like,
Saving the
the
planet.
planet.
Yeah.
off a belt that's already made.
Yeah, no, he threw that motherfucker in the
he got that in
trash.
the trash. And then he made his own title. He said, this is what we need to do.
Yeah, and we had Eric Rowan.
Best believe that motherfuckers ran out and bought this shit, especially people. You gotta think the environmentalists, nigga, are gonna be like, yes, I'm going to get that.
Look it
title.
up on YouTube. And on top of that, because I was one, I just never, I said, I get it when it go on sale. They don't have it no more. I mean, of course, he gone.
Oh yeah.
They don't have it no more. But I was like, man,
Shit,
I'm
they
gonna
can
get
make a
that
title
hoe
over
when
there
it
when
go
he
on
has to
sale.
do it. If he wanted to change that same persona over there, he can
Yep.
do it. He can fucking run with that shit. And motherfuckers would, because there are so many people who love the earth, so you know that title's gonna get over.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like that's just what it is.
he got it over.
I'm not talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's one of those things. John Cena made that belt that he made because he knew at the time what was the big thing: spinners and fucking rims, gold and diamonds, nigga. So he said, you know what? That's right.
Do those dudes really have that type of input? Like, I'm gonna make a new belt.
The star, the biggest stars do,
Don't Vince only got mad one time, and that was with Stone Cold.
and Naomi.
Oh yeah, and yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they really got pissed
They
about
took
that.
that title off her ass right after that. They said, nope.
Yep.
Well, with the glow.
With the glow.
Yeah, they were so fucking pissed off
Yeah,
at
they
that.
were
They said,
mad.
you need to tell us first. 2 weeks later, nigga, they took that title off her.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
And I even like,
I know that.
I've been trying to find the stuff. It's just hard to find the stuff to do it because I know, but man, you gonna do that to your, to, you know? To, I'm like, man, I don't
And
even.
that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Man, if I knew where to
They
start.
used to have it for sale.
Where?
WWE used to have it for sale.
That shit probably came and went like
It
a
did.
motherfucker.
Really
Yeah,
fucking
I've been saying it probably came and went.
I think they were so bad
Shit,
about
yeah.
that shit. They were like, but they knew that some kids was gonna like, I want that title.
Yeah,
And so they put
with,
it out
with
there,
the glow.
and all of a sudden it fucking ended really quick.
Yeah,
So,
nah, man, I would have. Yeah, it's probably one of the ones that went really quick. But yeah, no, it was that, and then like I said, the Smoking Skull, because Vince hated the Smoking Skull, man. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
mad
he
about
couldn't
that
stand
shit.
that fucking title.
Well, he did it, didn't tell him. You know what I mean? So
Leave
that
the
nigga just
Stone Cold.
showed up, nigga, with the fucking Smoking Skull.
Who gonna tell that nigga no?
Yeah, I think on the cool when it debuted and the Raw he come out with it the first time, that was they like. I love hearing them wrestling story. I think it was like Bruce Pritchard telling the story like the fuck our belt at? Oh no, this is the fucking belt now. I'm like, and
And he was
then
the first to do it, right? To like change up the way the belt.
the main title,
Yes.
yeah, because I mean he had his own title. $1 Million Man had his
Million
own
Dollar had his
title.
own title.
Well,
And
that's
before
the
that,
Revolution. Was that the Rock?
Stone-
that,
Stone
Stone
Cold-
Cold?
Stone Cold.
Both of them,
They-
both of them,
yeah,
man,
they-
and the
they
Rock
both
did it
shit.
because the Rock threw the Smoking Skull in the fucking in the goddamn river or whatever the fuck.
yeah, one of them broke the motherfucker. It just, which became the
hardcore title, Mr.
hardcore
Perfect?
title. Yeah, Mr. Perfect. Yeah. So, and before then, it wasn't changing the way the title looked. It was changing the straps, really.
Oh yeah, when
Right.
the old wing you go, yeah.
yeah, and that's about it.
But yeah, getting like a whole fucking belt design. I mean, The Rock was scheduled to get his, but well, I mean, which is that Brahma
It took
Bull,
him
but
time.
yeah,
He
but he
ended up getting
didn't. Yeah, but I mean, it never showed up on TV. That's the only thing. Never showed up on TV.
Nah, he would just wear his belt buckle.
So yeah, I mean he didn't need that shit, man. But man, we at the end of another one, y'all. We at the end of another one.
I've been streaming for 5 hours, nigga. So
What? Oh, you've been streaming for 5. Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's right. 'Cause we had a whole nother
Yeah, we had a
conversation.
whole football conversation.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah,
shit,
plus-
everything on there. I think, I got 80 minutes on here plus the one I was recording before. But I guess, we appreciate y'all staying with us this long. Y'all already know. Go over to our social medias. Y'all see I got my TikTok shirt on here today. Y'all probably can't see it with the little letters, but I appreciate all the love over there. We almost at the 10K. We very, very close. Again, I appreciate all the love. Oh yeah, too, all the love and votes from the Influence Me TV competition I was in. Man, that was a great experience. And made it through 4 rounds, but didn't make it to the semifinal round, and that's okay. I went further than what I thought, but I appreciate all the appreciate all the love and the support, because I'm gonna be totally honest, I didn't think nobody was gonna support shit with that, but people spend their money and voted and all that stuff. So thank you all. And the only reason I'm saying it on here because it's older podcasts and things like that. Some of the stuff they even viewed to even select me anyway. So thank you all.
Hey, great for whoever's watching. I know it's been long. Whoever stuck with me, man. That's great. Love it. We'll be back sometime. What we doing next month or something?
Next month.
Next
Matter
month.
of fact, Four Kings Podcast is now going to be in these guys' hands. Let us know when y'all ready to roll the next time.
Oh,
So,
hey, whatever you want, man.
hey, y'all let us know. So,
I'm always ready.
So,
Not
yeah.
always. I got a lot of shit going on.
that's what I'm saying. Shit, we all,
track meets, doing coaching and all that stuff. So we're
be back.
We gonna run it. We gonna get it going.
We'll be back. Go to T Public to get Hayes Evolution gear, TikTok shirt here. Brother got a whole bunch of shirts there.
I'll end up having a new design pretty soon, pretty sure. We'll need to put another shirt out, so go ahead and do that. Right, doing that this week.
Yeah.
I need to open my site back up completely. Man. I haven't opened it up in a minute, but everybody's been asking about these damn hoodies. So
Get them out there to where we can sit up here with them on.
I'm gonna get them up. I'm gonna get it up sometime this month. Before the month's up, I'm gonna get my gear back on, nigga. I promise you.
Get it going, man. We moving up, all that kind of good stuff, man.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Whoever came in cheering, biddies, and all that good stuff. I want to thank my cousin back here, Breezy. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you,
My
man.
nigga Breezy over there. You know what I'm saying? He hit us with the questions. He hit us with some
Yeah.
problems. But
I kind of like it like this,
yeah,
though.
it's kind of dope.
Yeah, I kind of like it like this, man.
He was also controlling the camera for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Keeping shit rolling.
Do what I can, guys.
You're a great
Yeah.
man.
Input, too, the whole time. Yeah, I love it, man. I liked how this flowed. Cause sometimes I be feeling overwhelmed.
Sometimes we
in
get your ass in
here.
the chair, my nigga.
No, y'all got that.
When we go football,
Oh yeah,
we go football,
most
you get in
definitely.
the chair. We go football, and then when it's our wrestling, you can get out.
Oh, cause next month the draft will be done, right? Next month the draft is done.
We can have.
Oh yeah, so that's how we gonna start the next one on football for sure. Football for sure. Talk about that draft. The Steelers still ain't gonna do shit next year, but okay.
Yeah. I'm a Packers
We're not.
fan, so we got agreements already. Everybody who wished to give me the biddies and subscribing and gifting subs, all that stuff, man. Love you all.
Oh
We'll see
yeah,
y'all
we
next
will.
month, man.
And next month everything will be from Twitch. We probably still run the YouTube thing, but it'll be the first time we run on Twitch. I know for also, or we're gonna run it on Twitch.
Cool.
Cause this YouTube shit, hey man. Yeah, we probably still whatever extra thing we got to run it off of, but I rather just, and I like this, looking at your shit be making me jealous. I'm like, damn man, look at all that shit.
Yeah, man. I get to see everything from here.
Yeah. So, and two, y'all got my TikTok live suspended again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know.
What's the homo comment?
Oh, somebody said homo?
I did.
Oh, hell, he ain't got it. I don't know.
When?
Huh?
When?
Oh, at the
Triple H?
beginning.
Hey,
Oh, that was a nah.
No, I was when I went down, I looked my shit off. I'm like, I said, okay. And then my phone died, and that's when I would plug it up. I said, okay, I'm gonna go back to the live. Your live has been suspended until I think the 22nd of April. So no
God
lives.
damn.
So I know now
I didn't
officially.
even drop the word nigga a lot today.
Yeah,
So
ain't no
I'm-
telling.
I'm like, I don't know.
I think it said hateful behavior. So we probably was in here cussing.
Oh, shit.
Man, TikTok is sensitive,
I
man.
seen a whole titty on TikTok last night.
Motherfuckers are fighting on TikTok, and this is what they banned them.
Yep. They trying to ban my live. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I can still drop videos. That's all that matters, as long as the videos go. All right, man. Y'all on YouTube.
All right.
We out, man.
Baby, we out.
Twitch. See y'all next